NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Eagles at 7-1 now on the year, and they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
Second down, here's Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Eagle pass passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
But first down, Hurts. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Touchdown! His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Clinton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st down, Clinton. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 41. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Under a minute to go, clock running in a back and forth first quarter of play. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That goes for a gain of 31. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
These two teams all tied after one. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Well, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
And they'll run again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Get it together. Right there, we can do it. Okay. Oh, no. Control the line of scrimmage. Yeah. Punch it in right now, boys. Stay tough, boys. Stay tough.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Hurts.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Jackson. Well, that'll be incomplete. And he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both walls doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a give running right. Nwangu.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And forces a punt situation on fourth.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Clinton. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Right now.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Browns. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. As soon as he caught that toss and looked upfield, you could tell they had a big numbers advantage blocking-wise.
They certainly did, which means oftentimes your safety will be unblocked. That means he's got to play it from what they call inside out. Don't let the running back cut back across your face. Keep him pinned to the sideline and go make the tackle.
Jackson on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd down and 6 now.
Looking to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins, 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a give right side. Clinton, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Hurts changing up the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. This short throw caught by Goddard. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw again. This is complete to Watkins on a slant.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Dallas got it in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And the PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They go play action now. Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Oh, good move.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 34 yards.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Now they send a man in motion right. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clinton. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Make it to him. Don't let him rest. On the jump.
Now a give, right side. Clinton. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus
of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
At the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Come on now.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown. Watkins with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Ravens 13. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, check that. Street.
Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Steps away to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Hurts going to move him around. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. And now they'll shift things around. And that is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal.
Get 6. Touchdown. It's so close. So close.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Don't let him rush. Keep it going. Take it to him. Showtime. Let's make some noise. It's going to be a good day, boys.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on fourth and goal.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Touchdown, Eagles! Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On first down, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown. There's Watkins. 52 yards. And the Eagles continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. But it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd down, here's the Wanderer. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive on 35. Here's Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keon Crossen. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Mustang 19. Go street. Big Lion. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 79 Broncos.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
19 Lions. 18 Pioneers. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 25-yard line.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go, Reed. Go.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18 Rattlers. Trap 50. Trap 50. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now back to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And my goodness, another interception.
Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey, check that. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70 Rangers, 70 Warriors, 70.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender, because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time